started something new. Actually started it about a week ago. It is the West Yorkshire Spinners Jane Crowfoot Indian Roses blanket. It's going to look, if you can see on the bag, a bit like this. I'm going to show you, this is what it looks like when I carry it around at the moment. But it's really, really, really gorgeous. I am in the process of making these 13 main squares. You can see lots of them here. It smells, as I'm getting it out of the bag, it smells really, really, really nice, but more about that in a minute. So you can see last night I started to do the mocha board around the outside. I think that's all 13. It's really, really, really gorgeous. Look at these for a design. Now, I keep sharing these on a WhatsApp group that I'm a member of with some girlfriends who don't crochet. And they are all mesmerised by this because apparently it doesn't look how crochet should look. I.e. it doesn't look how they imagine it. So they're missing out on a whole new world. But I wanted to show you the pattern. It's a Jane Crowfoot design by West Yorkshire Spinners. It comes as a kit, and you get the bag and everything in the kit. That is the pattern. It's inspired by the Green Hotel in Mysore, where Jane's been to for knit for peace. You can see the completed blanket there. This is also my photocopied sheets, because you'll see I write all over them. And yeah, so I always try and photocopy a pattern before I start using it so that I can scrunch on it. Sometimes it's easier to fold it up. Try and keep this one nice and new. Oh, you might find this quite fun. Just show you my my rather swanky crochet hook box. It's an old sunglasses case. I quite like that. I like a bit of gold. But this is just the most beautiful pattern. You're going to make 13 squares, and it's in a combination of the West Yorkshire Spinners Blueface Leicester DK, which just smells gorgeous and feels beautiful, and the Air Valley, which is a blend of 75% British wool and 25% nylon. And again, really, really, really lovely yarns. So much so, I hadn't tried either of these yarns before, and I started using them, and I came straight into work the next day with a ball of each, saying to Stephen, we really, really, really need to get these. So watch this space, because it's highly likely that we will have these two to buy as individual yarns. As I say, you buy this as a kit. Probably should have been a bit more organised before we started doing this, but you can see I've got all the scrummy yarn in here. You can see how the colours are going to work. The wine colour, loads of this teal. This is, when I saw this, what I loved about it is, and it's the perfect colours for my lounge. So this one is not going in the shop, so not going at the shows, I'm afraid, sorry. But it's actually going to come home with me. It's not often I really try to keep a sensible head on, I suppose, when Stephen and I see new projects and talk about new yarns and so on, because I know that we can't just stop the things that I like, because then it would only be a shop that's perfect for me. And that's not what Black Sheep's all about. There's loads of us here that knit and crochet and sew and cross stitch, and we all try and have an input into what we take in. But when I saw this, the first thing I said to Stephen was, can you order an extra one for me? So I'm really, really, really delighted. It's not a cheap kit. It's 135 quid for the whole kit, but you get, I'm just showing all of this yarn and more, and it keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And you get a beautifully written pattern by Jane. The photography is fantastic. The way she describes things, it just makes it so easy. I did think last week there was a mistake in the pattern, and I sat with my phone in my hand thinking, should I message Jane, or is that just not the right thing to do to ask? And I'd googled errata and all the rest of it. But no, it was just Dippy me being too tired and not counting properly. So it is a beautifully, beautifully written pattern. We're nearly at the end of all the yarn. It's on a 4mm hook. Do watch your tension. If you do this, do watch. You have all this yarn, which is enough to make this blanket, but not if your tension's not right. And it is something that we tend to forget about when we're making blankets. We just assume it's going to be fine. But do keep an eye on your tension. I've been keeping an eye on mine, and the reason I'm stressing it with this is I'm usually a tight crocheter, so I would always go up a crochet hook size. I did on the first square, and it came out too big, so I'm just now on my trusty old 4mm. But say I can't, as a pattern and as a project, I can't recommend it highly enough. I'm really, really, really enjoying doing it. And hopefully I will start this and finish it without being too distracted by anything else.